You didn't become rich overnight. You didn't become overweight overnight. It's all about what you do on a daily basis, and you compound that. For most people, they are not compounding daily the thing that they're working towards. They are trying to focus on short-term focuses. So maybe they even look at 12-week focus and they'll look at it and say, right, I'm going to get in the best shape of my life in 12 weeks. If you are going to get wealthy and someone says, all you need to do is focus as hard as you can for 12 weeks and all your financial problems will be fixed overnight forever, you would be thinking this person is crazy. So why do people think of it in the same, in the context of getting their health in order? There's a lot of moving parts to getting healthy, and you think that if you just focus for a 12-week or even less, some people focus on like 3 weeks, like if I just really focus for 3 weeks, that's what's going to, it's going to crack the code. And what actually matters is what happens on the ups. So when you're in that euphoria stage, when you're getting amazing results, and then also what happens, and mainly what happens, is when you fall down the bottom, when life happens. Because a lot of things will happen to you in life, and there's many people that have been in your situation and are now in an amazing situation with their life in every aspect, with their health, with their finances, with their relationships, and they have succeeded in that part of their life, and they've dealt with the same problems that you have. You're just not dealing with them correctly, and that takes learning, that takes information. Intelligence isn't just understanding information, it's applying information. It's both. It's information plus application will equal the goal, what you're trying to do, all right? And that's what compounding is, right? You need to get the information and application and apply it consistently over time. And what will result in that will be the goal that you're looking for, and how you deal with things when they're at the bottom. And when they are at the bottom, you actually need to know how to deal with those things. You need to actually understand what to do, and that comes information. And for most people, they think they know the information, they're just not applying the information. And when you speak to them, it's both. When you are following the correct information and you learn what to do in those circumstances, you'll find it much easier to apply. You might not get it straight away, but those who have succeeded, who have had the same problems you have in life, and they're not, just giving up and saying, no, you don't understand, this is happening to me, life is happening to me, and there's just nothing I can do about it, it's just poor circumstances. This is in your head. Like, you need to realize that yes, there are circumstances that people go through that can be different to each other. But in general, if you zoom out, most people are dealing with the similar problems in different ways. And it's up to you to be somebody who's going to have that defeatist attitude, or you're actually going to succeed in life and get to that goal that you want. And the success in life is different to each person. It's not just getting promoted in your job that as success. There's many avenues to life, but the foundation of all the success that you're looking for, relationship, financially, in every aspect, whatever that may be, because those are the two main parts, right? Relationship, family, finances. These are the big parts of life. You need to get the foundation of your health correct, and most of you don't know how to do that. And by learning how to navigate those things from somebody who has been able to go through those situations, and even not just me, people who are in situations of who are in your team, who have succeeded through the program, who are still with us, who have went from where you're at to the next part, they have went through the same things you have, and That is why you need to listen to those people. You need to be inspired by those people, ask them questions, join the live calls that we have, because that is where you learn slowly and you pick up these little small bits of information. It's going to completely transform your life, because the way you're dealing with situations now are completely different to how people that have succeeded. I've got many clients that have been with us for years that are flying in their jobs, financially, physically, relationship wise, just day-to-day well-being is through the roof. How they feel every day when they come to the gym, I can see it in their eyes, the way they speak, the way they interact with people, their get up and go attitude. Even when they still get problems in life, they have that different mentality. That is why, and we have a lot of clients like that. And that is where you need to be looking at who you're surrounding yourself with. If you're watching this and you're maybe not on our team, then you need to be focusing on getting in around people in teams and communities. We are not built as humans to be around on your own, lone wolf attitude, trying to steer through life with, what the information you have and then just bashing through doors. That's not going to work. You will not succeed. You will fail miserably. And that is why we need structure, and we need a community, and we need to help. You need to get help in a way where you have that information that's going to be education, application. This will equal the goal that you're looking towards. And as I said, once you know the information, it is easier to apply. Without the information, you are going to be trying to apply most of the time incorrect information. Is going to result in you getting frustrated and actually being like, you know what, it's just I'm not sticking to it. It's just I can't stick to healthy food, as an example, or I just can't stick to training. But a lot of the time is you're setting up, these things that you're setting up are actually built incorrectly, and you're making it so much harder for yourself. And that's why, and I always use our team as an example because we have so many success stories, is that they are succeeding in a very simple format, in a very simple way. Listen, it's not easy, but it's relatively easy to a certain extent, a lot easier than what people make out, is because they're using the information at hand, and the information at hand is being incorrect. And when you have that incorrect information and you keep applying the same incorrect information over time, it results in the same outcome that you have got every single time, which is a failure. And 3, 6, 12 weeks into your journey, you end up failing and giving up, even sometimes less, even like a week in, you're just like, oh, I can't do it, because you're applying the wrong information. And that is why keep learning your processes, keep applying the processes over time. That is what you need to do on a daily basis, and compound that information. What you compound on a daily basis will equal your goal. You will not be able to do it in a 12. If you try and do it like for 2 weeks and then give up for 3 weeks and then try again for 2 weeks and give up for 4 weeks, that you cannot compound in that format. You need to learn to do it on a daily basis. Yes, there'll be days, one day every 2 weeks or one day every 10 days that you mess up and you have a bad day, for example. That happens, but that's not going to stop compounding if you just get back on the horse. For most people, they get off the horse for way too long and then they try and get back on again, and then they feel then it's just a slow journey again, and then it just feels like torture. And that's why building momentum through education, application will equal momentum. And that is the equation that you should be focusing on. And when you hit that equation perfectly, you will definitely 100% sure result in the goal that you're aiming for. I can guarantee you that, and I'll promise you that. So I hope that's helpful. I think a lot of people needed to hear that. I hope, and if you get any comments, please write at the bottom. I'd love to get another kind of a question that you have I can speak about. I'd love to get that and then use that as a topic to answer for your questions. I'll make a whole video on the question that you have. No problem at all. Thanks, guys.